We're talking about 17 kids in one classroom. I want to know what happened in that classroom. Why just her classroom? Why only her?
There are children.
So let me start by saying I love this movie,
I know
and all of you guys did such great work. But one of the things I want to talk about is how the horror genre allows filmmakers to take these big risks and swings that other movies can't do because of the budget. Can you sort of talk about like the freedom that the genre has?
Not only the freedom of it, because you're inciting reaction. Do you know what I mean? So you're getting people raw, you're getting people naked, you're getting people reactive. And I know that the story came from something that was very emotional for Zach. So every character, when I met with Zach after I read, I thought, a really well-designed script, he told me that every character is based off a certain reaction that he was having to a very traumatic event that happened to him. So I thought that was really cool, you know what I mean? And he just personalized it for me. And you're looking for great filmmakers, and you're hoping that there's another new good filmmaker out there. And right now with so much content, you're just watching things on whatever streaming service you are, and you're just going, fuck, why is this so boring, man? Like, why? Just go to the next thing. It's all the same shit. And then somebody not only takes the horror genre, but then fucks with it, and then does something on the kind of edge of absurdity, and it's sort of humorous. So it's keeping you off camera enough for him to have an emotional impact, ultimately.
So one of the things that I was surprised to learn was Zach told me that weeks before they're going to shoot, him and his DP are on set or going to the set and figuring out like every possible shot, the lens, everything. So as actors, when you show up, you're essentially filling, like knocking off boxes, or you know, like he's looking for specific stuff.
Yeah.
What is that like as an actor when the director has such a vision and you're sort of put, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. And like, if you trust the director, then it's great, because then he's tweaking and all this kind of stuff. But I know that I challenged him, you know, because he's young.
Wait, you challenged him?
Yeah, I know.
That is, I am
That's surprising.
shocked.
But I was like, how can you not, man? He's a young guy. He's done his sketch comedy, which is something totally different than what he's doing. And then he did Barbarian. When I saw Barbarian, I was like, yeah, I really liked it, but I don't know why. Do you know what I mean? So I had to call my daughter, and then I said, what did you think of Barbarian? And she said, one of the greatest movies of the last 10 years or 5 years or whatever she said. I talked to her husband. Then you talk to that genre, not genre, but that era of people, and I mean, he's like a god to them. And I'm like, okay, so they're reacting to something that I may not understand. I would rather not understand it and do business with that guy and understand it better later. And I think that Weapons is a much more refined version of something that he had his finger on the pulse of with Barbarian.
No spoilers, but what was something that you really challenged him on set?
I don't know, man. I just generally challenged him. I think he had a very strong DP, and I had experienced this before, where a DP kind of took over. Do you know what I mean? A lot of DPs want to be directors, so they kind of like, you know.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, I know. So I think that he had a very strong DP, and then what I ended up seeing is a very strongly cinematic, you know, emotionally lit movie, which was good.
The cinematography in this film is actually excellent.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, like I love the way the camera moves and it follows people.
Me too.
So what was your actual reaction? Like, you read the script and on the page you're thinking one thing. What was your reaction when you actually saw the finished film versus what you imagined going in?
It was, I'm not going to say it was the same, but I remember doing No Country and thinking, you know, a few people will see this film. I think they felt that way. And then I saw No Country and I was like, holy shit, I had no idea. There was a similar reaction to Weapons. I thought this is a cool thing to do. It's something new for me to do. And then I saw the movie and I said, oh, no. This is elevated beyond what I thought it was. So yes, I was extremely pleased.
Two last things, because I'm just about out of time. First is, what are you filming this year? What are you working on?
Did Weapons, then I went to Knives Out.
No, not the stuff you shot.
Oh, what?
I mean, like this year. Are you?
This year?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not going to work for the rest of the year. I finished Whale Fall, and I'm not going to work for the rest of the year.
Speaking of whale fall, so this is my last question, and watch what I do with my last minute.
Yeah.
So you shot 4 other things.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring up all 4, and if you could just touch on, like the way I did that?
Yeah.
And just if you could touch on why you
Shut
wanted
up,
to do the
Josh.
project.
That's my job.
Yeah, and like just tell people about them. But you did Whale Fall with Brian
I did.
Duffield, and he did No One Will, like, real talented filmmaker.
Very.
Ridley Scott, The Dog Stars.
Which turned out great.
Yeah, like that's holy shit.
Yeah, holy
You did
shit.
Edgar, The Running Man.
Yeah.
And then Ryan with Wake Up Dead Man, Knives Out 3.
Yeah.
Like, are you joking? Like, that's like the actors, like, these are 4 incredible
It was a good year.
projects.
And I remember there was one moment where I called my agent. I was like, what the fuck am I doing all these little parts for, man? Do you know what I mean? I had like a little freak out moment. And then I got over it really quick.
What do you want to tell people? Because I'm out of time. What
It's
do you
the filmmakers, man. It's the filmmakers, and then finding Brian Duffield, or not seeking, but being lucky enough to be able to be in business with Brian Duffield, Zach Cregger, and all that. You don't, like I said, you're watching movies and you're like, no, these movies really are, I want to see something that impacts. I want to see when I saw Taxi Driver, even when I saw Friday the 13th. I want something that has an impact that I can look back on and say, God, that was a milestone moment for me. I remember, like, I couldn't get over it for a year and a half. Do you know what I mean? And then, I get texts from people, and they're like, holy shit, this was a really affecting movie. And it makes me happy to be involved with things like that.
Good luck with your promotional process over the next 12 months. It's gonna fucking suck. You do all these parts, and you're gonna have to promote them.
I know.
You
Thanks,
know.
buddy.
Good luck.
See you.
I'll see you, Tiff.
See you.